Hey guys, I am hanging out at Two Tails Ranch, and this is Patricia. We got an elephant, and we are in kind of like Central Florida. We're not far from Gainesville, and she's going to tell us all about the elephants, the cool elephants that they have here, and you guys are going to get to learn some elephant facts and meet some cool elephants. Come on, guys. So what is her name?
This is Patti. She's an Asian elephant, a girl, obviously. She's been with us here for about 10 years now. And she is in her mid-50s.
She's 50? She doesn't look it.
No, she looks not a day over 25.
So with elephants with their age, I mean, how would you tell that she's a little older?
You really can't unless you know their age. And then obviously, you know, I've had younger elephants. It's kind of like people. Some age better than others.
And she is throwing all this dirt up on her back. Why do they do that? Why would you just
There's several reasons that elephants do that. There's a lot of areas on their body that they cannot reach with their trunk or their tail, so they fling debris at themselves to get small itches or insects. They instinctively layer debris on their backs. That helps protect them against the elements. When it's colder out, it helps them preserve body heat. When it's hot out, it helps them keep cool. And also, elephants don't sweat, so they are constantly digging down to cooler sands and blowing that on key areas such as their chest, toes, armpits, behind their ears, and this is how they bring their core temperature down.
So tell us a little bit about this guy.
This is Luke. I've had him since he was 2 years old. He just turned 35 in November.
He's huge.
And he's still growing. He's not even full grown yet.
Look at those feet, guys. Whoa, whoa. He is a big guy.
He weighs just shy of 16,000 pounds right now, and like I said, he still has about, I don't know, 6-7 years of growing to do.
16,000 pounds?
Yeah.
Whoa. And how old do you say he is?
He just turned 35 in November.
He just turned 35. And he's got these big mammoth tusks. Look at that.
That he does. He's got beautiful
Those
ivory.
are huge. So what kind of elephant is he?
This is an Asian elephant. Born in the United States, so he's an American elephant.
He's an American elephant. Wow, he's gorgeous.
I don't want it to stuck in my hand.
So you were telling me earlier that they're kind of endangered. They might be going extinct.
They are highly endangered at this point in time.
Oh, he's picking up his foot.
Oh, I know he wants to give up his foot. You want my bottle, but you can't have my bottle.
Whoa. And so how did he come to be here?
Well, back in the day, before they started getting so critically endangered, when a male hits about 2 years of age, usually the mother starts to get extremely rough with them, so that you have to separate them. And at that point, he became available, and I decided to have him come live with me.
What made you want to get into doing elephants?
My family's been doing this for nine generations. We've been doing this, so it's something that the family's been doing for a very, very long time. I'm going to step out here because he's going to fling water around and I don't want to get back.
So how many Asian elephants do you have here?
We have 7. 6 females and 1 male.
How many elephants in total?
7.
7, so they're all Asian elephants.
All Asian elephants.
So he is getting a bath today, and is this a bath or is this a shower? What is this?
This is just an afternoon cool-off session, basically. And actually, in all actuality, it's not really hot enough for him. That's why he's not really indulging. He's just kind of playing around with it.
It's almost 90 degrees. How's it not hot enough?
Well, I mean, Asiatic climate for elephants is hot. Basically, the more miserable we are with the heat and the humidity, that is their ideal climate.
The more comfortable they are.
Yep.
You would not want to live with one of these guys, because, well, first of all, they're huge. But second of all, I mean, yeah, turn off the AC.
Exactly. So here in the summertime, they're ideal. In the wintertime, we do have heated barns, and we do actually, even here in Florida, we still have to put heaters on for them in the wintertime.
So even with the Florida temperature, it's not quite warm as it would be.
No, especially not where we are located here and just outside of Gainesville. We get some freezes and frosts, and the heaters do come on in the wintertime.
And you were saying there's probably about 12,000 in the wild?
I want to say, no, on the Asian elephant, there's less than 20,000.
Okay.
And the African elephant, I want to say it's like 32,000. Less than 32,000.
How many do you think back in the day there used to be?
We've lost 65% of the wild population within the last 5 years.
65%?
Yeah, they're dwindling. In Africa alone, we lose 97 a day.
97 elephants in one day.
Yeah, every day.
I mean, it's sad because he looks like a mastodon, and they're kind of almost going the same way.
Pretty much. It's very sad, and there's no reason for it. There are plenty of great places for these animals to keep thriving in captivity. And like a lot of other species that we've worked with in the past, you can keep captive conservation breeding programs going so that when animals do run into problems in their natural habitat, you actually have something that you can help rejuvenate populations with. But if you don't have them in captivity to be able to do that, then once they're gone, they're gone.
So how hard is it to train an elephant? I mean, are they smart? Are they like...
They're smarter than 90% of the humans I deal with.
Really?
Every day. They're extremely intelligent. The training is basically the relationship that you're going to build with them. So your relationship determines how far you're going to get in your training. You can't just train an elephant and then just hand it over. You have to build a relationship. That relationship will determine what you can and cannot accomplish.
I mean, if this were a wild elephant behind us right now, what would it do?
We would not be standing here.
Would it, like, charge us?
They have basically an imaginary line around their herd. And unless you cross the boundaries of that imaginary line, they're not going to go out of their way to cause problems.
Okay, so you're across the field and you see an elephant, big deal. The elephant's going to leave you alone.
But you start encroaching on them or moving into their area and their space, they're going to let you know
they're
that
going to
you're
defend themselves.
Well, and they won't right away. They'll warn you at first. You know, Africans will do that mock charge where they throw their ears. That's a warning. Don't come any closer. Asian elephants, very different because Asians are usually in wooded, jungly type areas.
Yeah.
So you run across an elephant usually that you can see in the jungle, you're probably already in its territory. But and if they have it, it depends. But if they have calves, they're very protective over their calves.
Now, every once in a while, you'll see those like viral videos online where the elephant is charging a car, or the elephant is doing this.
And
is that the mock charge, or is that literally?
With the Africans, usually it's a mock charge because they'll just come full blown and then they'll just throw their head and stop, and then they spin around and go back. That's the mock charge. Usually when they finally make up their mind to go for it, you're not going to really stop them, whether you're in a car or a truck.
So how much does she weigh?
Average female is 8,000 to 10,000 pounds. I have 2 females that are around the 10,000 pounds, and I have one that's a bit over 10,000.
Okay, all right. So here's a question. Have you ever had an elephant step on your foot?
No.
Because wouldn't that just like crush,
You know what? I've had more pain in my feet being stepped on by horses and hoof stock than an elephant. Elephants don't like uneven surfaces under their feet, so they're usually, and if they step on you, it's because they've tripped or they're balanced, or you've actually
really messed
placed
up.
your foot there because they're, first of all, to get underneath their foot, you're basically going to have to get way up underneath them because of where their feet are located and where their belly comes out. So when you're standing my shoulder here, up against her, stand straight. See, when I'm standing, that's my shoulder. So in order for me to put my foot underneath here, I'd have to like lean over there and put my foot up underneath her to do that. So, but I mean, I've had them trip and stuff and come close, but no, they're usually very careful. And they're very aware of where they are and where
they're stepping, what they're doing.
And they're very conscientious of what they're stepping on because they're such a large animal. They don't like stepping on uneven surfaces. So usually if they do accidentally step over, they'll usually pick their foot right back up.
Cool.
Unlike a horse that'll stand there and scrunch you.
So you have a big fundraiser that's coming up,
we
right?
We do.
And people can come out here, they can meet some of the elephants?
They can meet the elephants. We have a 2-day fundraiser. It's September 21 and 22. It's called Elephant Appreciation Day. It's a 2-day event where you don't need any appointments. And we invite guest animal facilities. So we usually have bears and big cats and reptiles, and we do animal talks all day long. So educational programs both days. We have usually live music and food vendors. We have a vendor village, moon bounces. We usually try to bring a pony ride in, and so we do a lot of different things.
So a fun event for like kids
for
and
kids
for the whole family.
and adults, yeah. So, and we still do the, you know, some of the interactions with the animals and stuff, but it is a 2-day full pack event, which is one of our key fundraisers for the year.
Well, thank you so much for showing us all these cool elephants.
You're
guys,
welcome.
if you
Anytime.
are in the Gainesville area, it's about 30 minutes from Gainesville.
Williston, Florida.
Williston, Florida. Come by, check out Two Tails Elephant Ranch.
And their website is
you can
all
meet
about
Patricia,
elephants.
and you can learn, it's all about elephants. And you guys can come see these guys up close and personal, like I did. See, guys, make sure you are clicking that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing, turning on the live alerts, and I will be seeing you soon.